it's Bux Wild. Oh my god, I'm doing the gender tag. The fact that I even found this tag is a miracle in and of itself. Oh, there's a bunch of people out in the world that are also thinking about their gender and the way they identify as much as I am, and who weirdly have a lot of the same struggles that I do. So I'm gonna do the gender tag, which was created by Ashley Wild. What up? I'm Bux Wild. So cool. All right, I'm gonna run through the questions super fast. I'm not. It's gonna take me forever. How do I self-identify my gender? I'm non-binary. I'm queer. I'm female. And for my sexual orientation, I just say queer because it's the easiest. Basically, what that means is like, if my partner and I'm now engaged to my high school sweetheart, so like it's lifelong for sure. If my partner were to be like, hey, I'm gonna transition to male, like, I'm not gonna leave her because I love her and I'm very attracted to her, and I just don't think that there's nothing that she could do that would make me not attracted to her. Like, I'm just so into her. So I guess like that's what makes me queer. Also, I've dated a lot of straight cis women in my life, and that's been confusing, but it's just a part of my reality. What pronouns honor me? She, her is what I let people just say just because it's easy. They, them is probably more accurate. I'm non-binary. I'm queer. They, them is more accurate. Am I going to enforce it? No. Why? Because people still call me Angela, and I haven't been called that by like the people in my life for so long. But I still have family members that can't wrap their head around Ange. It's not even a different name. I'm not saying Andrew. I'm not saying androgynous. I'm not saying Christmas tree angel. It's Ange. It's not that hard. I don't understand it. All right, number 3, what my style of clothing is very, in my opinion, like the men's section of Express is pretty much nailed it. Love Express. Men's section in H&M, love it. Yep. Do I wear bras? I have no choice. I have ginormous titties. I just don't wear the ones with like the pads with like the I used to. I don't. I don't really. I have some women's pants because I'm short, and it's annoying sometimes having to roll my pants up all the time. In my future, when I have a bunch of money, I'm gonna get a tailor to like custom fit my stuff for me, which is, I think, like very like the Ellen DeGeneres vibe. Like, I'm feeling that. Like, I love suits, but the suit I have is a woman's tailored suit from, I think, J. Crew, maybe Banana Republic, can't remember. And I don't like it. I let the lady at the store talk me into getting the woman's one, and I'm pissed at myself because I basically just like flushed $200 down the toilet because it just like, it fits me right, but I don't feel right. That's what gender dysphoria is. Like, people don't understand. I don't blame people for not understanding. If you've never experienced it, how could you get it? Power Rangers. Body hair. Do I shave or not? Well, I do not shave my legs. I occasionally shave my armpits. I don't like when they get so long and bushy that like I have to put on deodorant 9 times a day. Not trying to do that. I haven't shaved my legs. I don't. And my face I shave because I get like this ill mustache, and it's like, ew. Like, it just doesn't look right. But when it comes in, sometimes I'm like, oh, cute. Like, I look like a dude that just went through puberty. And wait, what? And then you're like, that's not cute. I don't like that. I shave my right here because I get these white hairs, and I just don't like how they look. And my chin gets mad hairy. And like, I already have a big chin. Then you put some hairs in it, and it's ugly. It's like somebody dropped like one of them squishies on the floor of the rug. And then it's just like, ugh. It's like, it doesn't look cute. It's not cute. It's like what your great aunt has, and you're like, ew, like, pluck those. Like, it's not cute. So I just, cosmetics, makeup, nails, soaps, and perfumes. Okay. Makeup, yeah, it makes me feel better about myself. I use Tiger Balm. I use a little bit of mascara because I feel like it makes my eyes pop. But I don't use it every day. Actually, I rarely wear makeup. I should say that. I'm wearing it right now because I had a full day, and I was like, I want to feel good about myself today. I do my eyebrows. I pluck them myself, and I brush them, and I sometimes will line them depending on my mood. What else? Oh, my sister used to work at Hooters, so she taught me to contour, and I do a little bit. Like I know how to highlight, but I don't use a lot of highlight. I use a lot of what's the darker one? The contour one. Yeah, it's like called like Farmer's Market for me or whatever. And then like I'll throw a little bit of blush if I'm having like a pasty ass day, which would have been today, but I just didn't feel like using it. For soaps, perfumes, right now I'm on anti-abuse, so I can't use them. But my favorite is Gucci Guilty, all day. It's a men's cologne, and my body wash is typically like I use like a 2-in-1, so I use like a men's 2-in-1. I'm more comfortable. I'm not gonna be like in your shower like I can't use this because it's like jasmine and cucumber. Like I don't give a crap. It's just like I have to be clean. But right now I have to use like unscented everything, so that's fine. I don't care. Have I experienced being misgendered and how often? Yes, and all the time. But then again, it's like, have I? Because what is my gender? Oh my God. So I used to, when I first was mistaken for a dude in the woman's room, like before I was really exploring this kind of stuff, it like really threw me off and I was like so upset. And when I was 7 and my mom let me cut my hair how I wanted it cut, and then I would get asked if I was a boy or a girl all the time. When that happened, like I was really upset. But now, when that happens, when somebody calls me sir or says he, I'm like, should I correct them? No, and I don't. Literally today, like my cousin, who I never see, they came up from Boston and I hung out with him all day. He's like 15 or 16, and he called me he. I'm like, I went like that, literally, like that's all I did. Cause why correct him? What's the point? It's probably more accurate. All of my gender signifiers are masculine, pretty much. Except that I have giant titties and no dick. So, yeah, but that happens a lot. And when I lived in the South, like they kind of just decide for you, and like you don't correct them. Like I had we were like a very straight passing couple, me and my ex, cause she's like a cis woman, long hair, like the whole 9 and everything. And then there was me, and like, people just assume we were a straight couple. Like a young straight couple. So I just let them call me sir, and nobody had an issue with it. And it was like, okay. And actually we would get treated better. When people could tell I was a woman right away, it was like, or like a female right away, it was like, yeah, it sucked. Dysphoria. Oh, shit. I have so much to say about dysphoria, but basically anytime I wear any female, like tight fitting clothes, I don't like how I feel in them. I don't feel good. I feel bad. When I had my hair really long, like growing up, and when I had to, and like whenever I tried to fit into like what women are supposed to dress like and be like, I felt really uncomfortable. So there's that. And then I don't want to talk about it extensively on this channel because students follow me, but with sex, I can't. Like I have a really hard time in that area. And that is one reason that I've been thinking about, like, am I trans? Should I transition? Because it causes me a lot of stress. Like nobody else really would know that or feel stressed about that for me. It's just me, and I have to deal with it. There's definitely ways around it, and there's things I found that work for me, and I'm able to exist without suicide, but it's like super hard. And like I think if people in my life, like people that are still calling me Angela, and people that like that are like, you're not trans though. Like I've had like a lot of people that have known me since I was very, very little say that kind of stuff. And it's like, you don't know how I've been feeling inside every day of my life. So maybe don't make that assumption. But I don't say that. I'm just like, all right, like whatever you say. Cause like at the end of the day, I'm the only one that has to live with me. And since I've been living alone for this whole past year, I've just learned, like, I gotta be true to myself. And I'm so lucky. My fiance fully accepts me for who I am. She wants me to feel comfortable in my own skin. So she's gonna do whatever to make sure that I'm comfortable. Like, and she likes me for who I am. Like, she likes me. Like, it doesn't matter. And I feel the same way about her. I love her for who she is. Like, I'm so attracted to her. Like, so that's all. At the end of the day, that's all that matters. Children, have them, carry them. I thought for the longest I was going to have kids. Now I'm what I like to call an ankle. I'm an aunt to my niece and nephew, and like I love them. And I kind of really like being in that role because I don't have to be a parent. Plus, I'm a teacher, so I have to do a lot of disciplining at work and like raising other people's kids basically at work. So like, I'm good. I think I'm good without having kids of my own right now. I also have a lot to work on with myself. Like, I'm just finally settling into being sober and like doing it a day at a time, like for real. And like, I'm finally getting confidence and stuff like that. So I'm glad I haven't had a kid yet. Hopefully in the future that will be a reality. Money. I would love to be a provider, but realistically, right now in my relationship, like she works for a tech company and I'm a teacher, so I don't care if I earn more than my partner because why would I? That's kind of petty, but I want to be self-sufficient. That's basically it. I do not want my partner to rely on me specifically. That's too much pressure. I've been in that situation. I did not like it. I felt like, oh my God, I can't quit my job. Like if I don't like this job or if I get fired, like that's the end of us. That's too much pressure for me. So I'm totally cool just being self-sufficient and making enough for myself to live on. And then, my partner makes more than me right now, but who's to say what's going to happen in the future? Actually, I'm pretty sure that's going to be the case forever. She works in tech and she's learning the code. So, I'm not uncomfortable when other people pay for me, but I like paying for other people. I really do. I enjoy being the one that gets the bill. It makes me feel good about myself. It builds my confidence. If I have the money, I want to share it. I want other people to feel like they can relax. And also growing up as poor as I did and having no money for so long, now if I have any cushion in my bank, like I know I should save it, but I really love being the one that gets that bill. I just went out to dinner with my fiance and my youngest sister the other day. I was like, yo, let me get that. Because I feel good about myself, so why not? Anything else about gender? Sure. Tons. But my phone about to die, so. I don't know. Basically, I've been misgendered a lot. I struggle with dysphoria a lot. And I think a lot of people have assumptions. And I don't want to transition fully because I just kind of, I don't know. I don't want to get away from feeling uncomfortable all the time. It just reminds, like it sounds so weird. Like, I want to exist and be happy, but it reminds me of how hard society is and how many pressures society has for people based on gender. And like, I want people to learn. That's what I want. Like, I'm like a walking lesson. Because I want people to learn. I want people to challenge themselves in their assumptions. So that's kind of what I kind of force people to do that. Like, challenge your assumptions. Why do I have to change? Maybe you should change. You're ignorant. Why do I have to change? For real. People like my ring, right? Like, this is the perfect ring for me. It fits me. I love this ring. I'm obsessed with it. People are like, that's your engagement ring? Yeah, this is my engagement ring. It's the perfect ring for me. Do you have a problem with that? If is my ring supposed to look different? Like, who gives it? Why do you care? It's my ring. You don't have to wear it. If you think it's ugly, cool. Like, if you think it's like the one ring to rule them all and bind them and whatever, fine. I'm Frodo then. Like, my toes aren't hairy, but like, okay. I feel like I got the best of both worlds, honestly. Like, I couldn't exactly work at Hooters like my sister did. What she does for work now, I could never do. She works in like a really fancy nightclub and like makes a lot of money, more than I do teaching. But, I know where my strengths are. And I feel like I have some of the upsides of being female, like less hair. I don't know really what else. Like, I don't know. There's some upsides, but at the same time, I do deal with a lot of dysphoria, and it's hard. So I try to just push through. Every day I just try to, like, be myself. And if somebody tries to make me uncomfortable for who I am, like, they can go somewhere. Because I'm not into it. Like, I'm just like, all right. But it took me so long to get here. I never thought I would be this comfortable in my skin. Never. Never, 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 never. My family's like, they can still get under my skin a lot, but I'm doing so much better than I ever have. It's just me. Like, I don't take anything for this. Like, okay, I have to go.